Hello. Was that me? First person in the stream is me. Hello, people. How's it going? Oh, that needs updating. That's wrong. Brumbies scored. It's 12-17. Maybe I should move this down a bit. How's it going, man? My Blues lost again. Damn it. I missed a beast. Bulls Sharks is on at like 6 in the morning, and I have a feeling my kids will be running around, so probably not. Yako picked the Chiefs in the Super Bowl. I don't know. I'm an idiot, man. I picked the Blues. It's like you never learn, man. I feel like a right fool. You tell yourself the Blues are going to definitely lose, and then can't bring myself to not pick the Blues. Blues played so well. I'm not starting from the start now, man. I got home just in time for like the first try. So I've seen most of the game, but I've been fiddling around with the computer to do this Six Nations stuff at the same time. So yeah, just figured I'd stream the end and you guys can make me feel better after the Blues losing was frustrating. I don't know, man. It was pretty painful. Oh, Jasmine, a great game. Give credit to the Blues. They played well. Yeah, that Chiefs bench, man, was just too good. Too good. I'll have to watch the game back. But, yeah, it wasn't the best. Hey, Caleb, yeah, cheers, man. You must have enjoyed the night. Oh, Brumbies have scored. Fainga, man. Not surprised he scored. This game's been a bit of a momentum shifter, eh? I'll update the whiteboard in a second. Any country offering Super Rugby free to air, my VPN would be a lot cheaper than Rugby Pass. I don't know of any broadcasters that do Super Rugby free to air. I think it's all pay-per-view, but I stand to be corrected. I know New Zealand is Sky. I think England, the UK is like also that English Sky. Australia's Fox, Super Sport South Africa. So yeah, not sure. Who did I pick for this game? I think I picked the Brumbies. Kind of when in doubt, I usually go with the home team. So Aaron Cruden torched in the second half. Yeah, bro, he did, man. I mean, who started was for the Chiefs? Was it Trask? He's pretty young. Then you bring on a 50-test All Black, and he makes a difference. So, yep. Load shedding in South Africa, bro. That's unfortunate. I don't know. When I used to live in China, they used to do that. I don't know that if it was ever announced, but every now and again, like you'd get way more power cuts than you would here. Free to air in some island countries. Oh, bro, yeah, Fiji, probably, maybe. I don't know. Fiji seems to have everything free to air, but I'm not sure that any of the VPN servers are in Fiji. He's in your fantasy. Yeah, Fainga for the Brumbies is definitely a good pick for fantasy. Oh, Mr. 11J said, I have forgotten what your real name is, although I know that I know it somewhere. But hey, how's it going? It's been a while since we've done a live stream. Ta'avao had a rubbish game. He came on early, eh? Did Molly go off? I forgot to take my radio to the ground, so I'm not sure what happened. Whiteboard needs updating. He missed the conversion. 17 apiece. I picked the Chiefs by 10 in Super Bowl. Oh my lord, that's a pretty close pick then, isn't it? Oh, can't believe the Blues didn't get a bonus point. It was tragic. Load shedding is finished, Meyer, but power went on and off 6 times. Super frustrating. I can imagine, man. Yeah, when I lived in China, it was the power and the water kind of periodically. I don't know, it was an apartment building, so I guess they have to turn the water off sometimes to do maintenance. I don't know. But a lot more regular than here. Here's kind of hardly ever. If you can choose one player to go to the Blues, who would it be? They need a good 9. Once Barrett gets back, I think they need a good 9. So I think if you took Perenata and put him with Barrett, they've played together a lot. I think that'd be a pretty good combo. I've got the Reds by 1 point, but I also had the Blues by 1. Picking those teams which have got names based on colors generally not a good thing. J for Jonathan or John. I'll try. I reckon I might remember it. The J is there. I should remember. Jonathan, Jon Snow. I'm really good with faces. I'm not that good with names and dates. Dates, I'm very bad. I'll never remember your birthday and I'll never remember your name, but I'll know your face. But it's hard when you're a name only. Just got back from my deployment and I am back in time for a start of Super Rugby. Back from your deployment? What does that mean, bro? Back in time for the start of Super Rugby, man. Don't watch the first game. That was a good game, but don't watch it. Sorry about the Blues. It was disappointing. Yeah, it was pretty disappointing. I mean, I knew that the Blues needed to be ahead because of that Chiefs bench, but I didn't think it would be that bad in the second half. Yeah. Do you think Ruru sucks balls? I think there are definitely better options at 9. But, yeah, that is what it is. Sorry to hear about the Blues. Yeah, just watched the replay. Yeah, I went to the game, man. It was pretty sad. A good crowd, or like decent crowd anyway. So, yeah. It was funny as well because there was a guy next to me and he kept looking at me. So what the hell is this guy looking at? Has he seen me on YouTube? Keeps looking at me. And he goes, hey, man. Hey, what's up? Can you take a photo of me and my kids? I'm like, sure thing. 3, 2, 1. Take a photo. Take a second one just in case you were blinking. I'm a nice guy. Marchant for the Blues. Yeah. I thought there were other guys that probably stood out a bit more than Marchant, but I still haven't seen the stats of the game, to be honest, so I could be wrong. How do you feel about Rico's performance? They took him off pretty early, but can't complain with 2 tries. We're certainly running hard. It was totally hitting on me. Yeah, some South African dad with 2 kids. It's funny because he had a real thick South African accent, but his 2 kids must have grown up here because they talked 100% Kiwi. I feel about the kicker, Perifetta. Yeah, he's pretty average at kicking, isn't he? As soon as the Blues went for that penalty, the second half one that he missed, I was like, probably not going to win. Can't wait for the Stormers. Hurricanes hope the load shedding is not going to be during the game. Yeah. Yeah. That would be unfortunate, but I know the feeling. Satutu. Yeah, he seemed pretty good. He did seem pretty good. And that blue scrum looked the business as well. So it's only one game, but yeah, can't complain. He was wise not to play Akira. There's got to be something going on with Akira, man. There's got to be something going on. So some people are optimistic and say they just were resting him, but I don't know. I don't know. Reds need to stop throwing those 50-50 offloads. It's weird. The Reds are playing kind of more expensive than we're used to. But, yeah. It seems pretty humid, so that ball's got to be pretty slippery. The handling was pretty bad in the Blues game as well, especially in the first half, and it was fine with it, but again, maybe slippery. I don't know. Going to be load shedded for the Sharks Bulls game, but luckily got plans. Do they tell you when the load shedding is coming? If we'd taken our penalties, it would have been a lot closer. Yeah. Perifetta's kicking is pretty average, man. Hope my team, the Bulls, play well later on. Hopefully be a good game. Yeah, the Bulls are going to be an interesting one to watch. They are really, really going to be interesting. I do like the Sharks backs, though. So we'll see. Favorite player to watch right now? Let me think about that for a minute. I live in Canberra. It's just dry as a bone, hot as F, but dry. It was the same in Auckland. It was muggy, but like it was bone dry, so I'm not sure what's up with the hands. I guess just first game of the season, so people spill the ball. Love the channel. Keep up the good work. Yeah, thank you, bud. I appreciate that. It's going to be a busy weekend, man. We got Super Rugby and Six Nations going at the same time. That's a lot of games to watch. That's a lot of games. Oh, man. Banks. He'll be happy with that because he missed that tackle on on Hegarty in the first half. Nice. This game's had a few lead changes. It's been not too bad for a season opener. Nice little inside ball. The inside balls have got some power. And the steps. I'll update the whiteboard. I guess he's going to kick the conversion. Where's my pen? No promises that Barrett will sort out the goal kicking. I know, but still, hopefully. They schedule the load shedding unless you're up first when they announce. Okay. I think they used to do that in China as well. There would be like a notice on the community notice board that would tell you when the power cuts were going to happen, but it was all in Chinese. Like I can read Chinese to a degree, but like it would be a huge notice and give me a headache to read that much Chinese. So if it said the date and time clearly, I could read it. But yeah. In New Zealand, if they do it, they try to do it during the day on a weekday, so it's not going to affect you because you'll probably be at work. I'm going to assume he gets the kick, and he does. There was a leak saying Akira screwed up a piece of paper in a meeting and threw it over his shoulder and gave it to McDonald. A concussion, hence the benching. Really? Okay. I'll have to read up for that. I didn't see it. Excited for the Bulls game and something about KAK, which is the only word I can read there. 40 degrees in Melbourne. Oh, damn. Like, it's hot here, but in Auckland, hot is still just like in the 20s. But it's just humid. It's really humid. But again, not like Queensland humid. You got the Brumbies by 7. What did I pick? I think I picked Brumbies by what? How long to go in the game? It's 69 minutes, so yeah, just over 10 minutes. Super Brew showing me ads. No thanks. I picked the Brumbies by 10, so they're doing it for me at the moment. Didn't the Brumbies get a red card last season for going to the locker or something? What? Don't recall that. Why did the Crusaders logo change? Because of that that mass shooting we had here in New Zealand. Yeah, pretty crap. Not just the logo changing, but, having bloody idiots do mass shootings in your country, man. Live and let live, people. Live and let live. I don't think I'll be getting my 22-point margin for the Brumbies, says Jasmine. You never know. You never know. There's still time. I didn't get the Blues, man, so I shouldn't be laughing. I picked the Blues like a moron. Rugby Pass said something about the mental health. Yeah, I think that was like a past thing. Like he was saying he'd had his issues and then he'd got over it. So, yeah. That was a joke, just how McDonald was always getting concussions in his days. I never liked Leon McDonald as a player, honestly. I don't know why. I really didn't like him. So, not that fond of him as a coach as yet either. Doing the live streams for the Blues away games. Yeah, man, I'll try to do as many as I can for sure. It's going to be tough this weekend with the Six Nations, so I need to kind of sleep in the middle. But, yeah, for sure. Do as many as I can. Usually the Aussie games are the best ones for the live streams just in terms of my time zone because, like, 9 o'clock start, kids are in bed. I'm not just got out of bed myself, so it usually works pretty well. But I'll see how things go. New Christchurch logo looks like two dicks. It kind of is a bit of a funny one, but I think it'll just take a while to get used to. It's like all the logo changes. 71 minutes, 25 seconds. Brumbies have got the ball. They need a couple of tries to get the Jasmine's 25-point margin. You're moving to New Zealand in 6 months. Nice. Whereabouts? Auckland? Or somewhere else? World Cup draw in November. Somebody asked me that in the comments, but I haven't got to it yet. I'm way behind on comments. Yeah, it's too early. They need to do the World Cup draws closer to the bloody World Cup, honestly. It's stupid. Like 2015, what was it? We had England, Australia, and Wales all in the same pool because it was drawn years earlier. And they were like 3 of the highest ranked teams going into that World Cup. It's dumb. It's really dumb. Brumbies by 9. Okay, you and me are doing well then. Brumbies by 10. Just let the score stay exactly the way it is. Oh. The Reds are going to do a Blues and go from a winning position to end up losing the game and not getting a bonus point at this rate. Come on, Reds, be less bad. Yeah. Kind of nervous about the Chiefs game next week. I'm off to that game. Who are the Chiefs playing next week? I forget. It's on a piece of paper next to me, but I don't want to move. The Crusaders in Hamilton. Okay. That'll be a good game. That'll be a very good game. It'll be interesting to see how the Crusaders go in their game compared to how the Chiefs win in their one. Because the Chiefs didn't exactly blow the Blues out of the water, but they still got an away win and denied a bonus point. Thanks for your time, Mark. Appreciate it. Nah, man, it's all good. Like, honestly, I was driving home from the Blues game just really, really pissed off. And I was like, okay, cool. Do a live stream, have a chat with the folks. And that actually made me feel like, okay, it's like going to see your mate kind of thing. I knew it'd be good it'd be cathartic to get that out of my system. Because my wife doesn't understand. My wife, she plays not Super Brew, but this game called Punt for Prizes, which is a New Zealand competition where you can win prizes from this local hardware store. As soon as I got home, I was like, the Blues lost. And she's like, I picked it. Only comment about the game. She has like a set series of rules that she picks her games by. The Blues are going to lose if they're playing a New Zealand team. New Zealand teams will always win. The Sunwolves will always lose. And then the other ones, she kind of has to and ah. Like if it's, I think, yeah, that's pretty much it. She doesn't do too badly following that logic. Did I get the Imperial? Nah, man. Nah, I'm not sure what the deal is with the alcohol. One guy said he was going to send me some Welsh beer as well, and that was ages ago, and it never showed up. So I'm not sure what I should do. The Imperial never came. Never came. The Brumbies have just kicked a penalty, by the way. So it's looking like a tough job here for the Reds. At the moment, I am picking this one exactly. I picked the Brumbies by 10, and it is a 10-point difference. You play punt for prizes as well. My mum, 2 years ago, was it the first year punt for prizes started? She won punt for prizes for my store. Like it's a hardware store across New Zealand. So they have like a national champion who wins like a holiday, and then like store champions. Like she got a signed Blues jersey. Yeah. So yeah, my mum kicked my ass. Rebels will win for the first half of the season and then lose every game in the second half. That's kind of what the Rebels do. That's what Dave Vessel's coaching style seems to be. Where's the beer at? The beer's next time. I was having coffee tonight. Oh, James O'Connor's going to go close. The Reds need a score, man. But you're going to bugger up my Super Brew. That's a try. Good. Game on. Still time. Watching while working. Nice. Which minute is the game? It's 76 minutes. 76 minutes. Yeah, man. Really good from the Reds. They know how to go like one or two phases after a line out. Hey. What is that name? Something Shadow Tackle? Hi. What do you think about Kobe Bryant, man? That's tragic. Like, I don't follow basketball at all. And even I know Kobe Bryant. Like, that was tragic. It sounds from what I read, which is not a lot, that the pilot was flying in foggy weather, which is probably not the best idea, but Damn, man. Like, especially for his daughter as well. And the other people are on the helicopter. So, yeah. Terrible. Terrible. I had a nice 40-pound bet on the Brumbies at halftime at 3-1 odds. It's looking good, but the Reds are going to make you sweat for these last 3 minutes. All these young-faced Reds forwards look like chubby-faced school kids. That's how you know you're getting old. I was watching the hockey guy the other day who's got a YouTube channel about ice hockey, which is essentially what inspired me to start this channel. And he said there's certain rules, like, because, in ice hockey, they've all got the players' names on the back of the jersey. He said there's an unwritten rule that you should never be wearing the jersey with a player's name on it if that player is younger than you are. Like, it should be you look up to someone who's like, you're a senior. But the dude's in like his 40s or 50s, so he finds it difficult now. Luckily in rugby, we don't usually have names on the back. Oh, hey, Marcus. 7 a.m. in Argentina. It's almost 11 at night here. Yeah, the Blues lost, man. The Blues lost. I thought they might win, which is my fault. My fault. Chiefs won. Sorry, not sorry. Nah, man, you got to go for the win. I was pissed off, but I was just being a fan. What are you going to do, man? You want your team to win? Just had my birthday on Tuesday. Got my free burger fuel. I always get my free burger fuel on my birthday. There's a burger restaurant here in New Zealand, like a kind of a slightly expensive one, like expensive burgers. And if you take your ID and you're a member of their mailing list, you can get a free hamburger on your birthday. There's one like 5 minutes walk from my work, so I do it every time. Every time. That's pretty much the only time I go there. What do I think about Mornay Stain? I'm curious to see how he goes, man. I haven't seen him play for years. I'm worried about his pace, but he's never been a real running 10, so maybe that's not going to be a problem. Do we have the Big Bash, which is cricket in New Zealand? Yeah, it gets in the news, but we don't have a team. 10:58 in Holland. Nice. Hope the weather is good in Holland right now. Watching from Scotland, 10 a.m. before I start work. Thanks for your content as always. Who's the standout player so far from this game or generally? You must be looking forward to the Six Nations if you're in Scotland. That's not too far away as well. Chiefs, Lions, or Jaguares. I picked the Jaguares. What's my work? I work at the uni in the city, Auckland Uni. Jamie Roberts, true, bro. For some reason, it's like it's probably the same logic as like wanting to watch those remakes of old movies, right? Like how they re-release old movies again and again and again. It seems like there's always a reboot or a rehash of something. Like you want to see Mornay Stain, you want to see Jamie Roberts, you want to see all these guys play. Oh, the Reds just won a scrum penalty. Time is up on the clock, but the Reds got a penalty, so they can put it close. It doesn't sound like a sustainable marketing project if everyone only gets the free one. I guess the marketing is like you go there on your birthday, you have the free one, and you're like, damn, that's good. I want to have that every day. Little do they know, I'm pretty cheap, so I generally don't go there. Plus, it's down the hill from my work, and then I got to walk up the hill. So, yeah, it's the walk up that's the killer. But you should do that after having a burger, I guess. 81 minutes. Reds have got the ball in the Brumbies half. They're 3 points behind. Oh, Sarovi's just knocked it on. Oh, man, that was terrible. That's a killer. Oh, my God. He's going to have nightmares about that. He is going to have nightmares about that. Do you know why they pulled Ioane after 2 tries? Because All Blacks players are only allowed to play 180 minutes in the first 3 rounds, which is, I guess, 60, 60, 60, about 60 minutes a game. So I guess they're managing his minutes, so that's why they would have pulled him off. Bulls or Sharks then? I think I picked the Sharks. My brother goes to uni in Auckland City. Okay. You might see me every now and again, although I wear a suit, not a suit, Jesus. I wear a shirt with jeans. So I'm the tall guy wearing the shirt rather than the rugby jersey. Walking Hill Post Burger. Yeah. There's no real way to do the burger trick because they don't give you a bag. They only give you a paper bag. And I usually buy a drink. You have to walk up the hill with that. And by the time you get to the top of the hill, it's kind of hot. And you don't really feel like a burger. Or you eat the burger, and then you got to walk up the hill with a full stomach. It doesn't work. Doesn't work. From Scotland, looking forward to the Six Nations, Brave Man's game. Standout player over these opening few matches. Yeah. I mean, there were a few guys. Rico Ioane looked pretty good for the Blues for the limited time that he had. Tutu, the number 8, looked pretty good. Aaron Cruden looked pretty good on his return. Henry Spate looked pretty sharp for moments of this one. James O'Connor looked good. But yeah, be interesting. Who scored the points in this game? I'll put it in the review. I got notes, but I can't read my handwriting. Full points on Super Bro. I don't think I'll get the match point for that one because it was too close. Feels like when you find a €5 bill on the sidewalk, you're more excited than winning the lottery. There is something nice about that kind of moment. I wonder if this game will have drop kicks like the Chiefs game. It was surprising to get a drop goal in Super Rugby from 2 New Zealand teams, that's for sure. Big up the Chiefs. Yeah, credit to the Chiefs, man. They did a great job. So what are you going to do? Think about O'Connor. I think O'Connor's good. I'm glad to see him back in Aussie rugby. He's another one. It's like blast from the past. Mornay Stain, James O'Connor, like guys like this. JP Peterson. Yeah. Was the atmosphere good down at Eden Park? It was pretty busy where I was sitting. But parts of the stands were definitely pretty empty. But yeah, people were still coming in well after the kickoff. So yeah, no, it was pretty good. I think it'll tail off as the weather gets colder and as the Blues results, if they continue that way, the crowds will definitely go down. The Blues have a drop goal. Now, Aaron Cruden kicked one against the Blues when they were they 5 points up? He made it 8 points by kicking a droppy. So, yep. They were going phase after phase, so it was a smart move. It's a good play. What about Kane at 8? Yeah. I remember we tackled him back on his butt at one point and got a turnover from him. So, Josh Strauss. Yeah, exactly, man. Blast from the past, all these guys. Brad Thorne's eyes are too close together and it weirds me out. Bro, what about Michael Hooper? Come on, man. It seems just to be an Aussie thing, right? I watched 2. I was on TV. No way I was on TV at that Blues game. No, I was sitting way too far back. Yeah, Blues still have that last quarter sag. The Blues can't go to 80, plus the Chiefs bench was good. Yeah, man. It was always going to be tough. Always going to be tough. I think I better go to bed. The Sharks game is on in 7 hours. So I need to go to bed and get ready for that game. It's going to be a fun game to watch. Yes, Hooper looks like a mantis with a human skin stretched over. Shouldn't be laughing about someone's physical appearance, but hey, what are you going to do? I get amused by small things as well. It was me. Really? Come on, man. Can't be. No way. No way. I was sitting like way back into like the crowd. Like I was way back. There's no way. Might have been to some other dude with glasses. Henry Spratt was the first player to score against every team in Super Rugby. Yeah, that's awesome, eh? He only had to score against one left, which was the Brumbies, and he did it in his first attempt. So that's pretty awesome. Canes or Stormers tomorrow. I've picked the Stormers. Is they're at home. Yeah. See how they go. See how they go. Go watch it back. You're going to make me watch that whole Blues game, that whole tragedy, just to see if I can spot myself. That tragedy of the Blues throwing away. What was the lead? Like 19-5? Just so I can spot myself. I don't know if it's worth it, man. Don't know if it's worth it. Ask my dad to watch it or something. See if he can spot himself on TV as well. Anyway. Honestly, do you think the Blues have too many Islanders? I don't think that's it, man. I don't think that can be a factor. Nah. I don't know if the culture's a bit rotten, but nah, it's going back too far from that. So, yeah. Nah, I don't think it comes down to that. It was pretty sad, to be honest. It was. I think we have a trash 10. I think that was probably part of it. Yeah. I think the Chiefs will start Triple T. I think Weber once he gets over his All Blacks controlled minutes or whatever. Saw me just before halftime. Okay, I can probably bring myself to watch the first half of that game because the first half was all right. Just don't ask me to watch the second half. Islanders are good for rugby, but we seem to be the worst at times. I don't know, man. I think the Blues are a special case. I don't think it matters. There's something wrong. I don't know if it's the coaching setup. I don't know if it's like the board, the way they run things, or if the expectations are just not good. It's just like an underperforming team, man. So something's not right. I don't think it's the players. I think it's bigger than that. But yeah. Anyway, don't really like Plummer. He's a bit up himself. You might be right. I'm disappointed Jordan Trainer's not on the squad because my dad met him at some Blues. Like I bought the season tickets last year. They gave us the Blues dinner thing, and I sent my dad because I didn't want to go because I had to help out with the kids. But he went to one table and asked for a photo with some of the players, and Jordan Trainer was the one who got all the guys around the table. He said, "All right, guys, stand up, let's take a photo with this guy." So yeah, that was pretty cool. We're gonna bring out merch, not anytime soon. Still too small fry. Anyway, where's Cruden been? He's been in France. Still France. All right, I gotta go. I gotta go sleep. Early wake up. Take care, guys. Thanks for the laughs, and yeah, we'll see how the Blues go next week. But there's other games before that. All right, guys, take care. See you later.